Hi, Assalamualaikum and good evening to everyone. Today, me and my group mates will explain and share to you about movie critics by Suits movie, American TV series movie. Series Suits is an American legal drama television series created and written by Aaron Koch. It premiered on USA Network on June 23, 2011, produced by Universal Content Production. Set at a fictional New York City law firm, it follows Mike Rhodes, Patrick J. Adams, who uses his photographic memory to talk his way into a job as associate working for successful closer Harvey Specter, which is held by Gabriel Macht, despite being a college dropout who never attended law school. Suits focuses on Harvey and Mike winning lawsuits and closing cases, while at the same time hiding Mike's secrets. It also features Rick Hoffman as Lois Lee, a neurotic lawyer with a prowess in financial law, Meghan Markle as ambitious paralegal, Rachel Zane, Sarah Rafferty as a Harvey's legal secretary, and confidante Donna Paulson, and Gina Torres as the firm's managing partner, Jessica Parson. On January 30, 2018, the series was renewed for the 8 seasons, although Torres Adams and Markle all left the show, with Katherine Heigl joining the cast as Samantha Wheeler. Recurring character Alex Williams, which is role by Doug Hill, and Katrina Bennett, Amanda School, were promoted to the series regulars. The show was renewed for a 10-episode 9th and final season on January 23, 2019, which is premiered on July 17, 2019. Throughout its run, Suits was nominated for numerous awards, including individual attention for Torres and Adams. Besides 2 nominations recognizing her role as a supporting actress, Torres was awarded Outstanding Performance in a Television Series at the 2013 NHMC Impact Awards. Adam was nominated for Outstanding Performance by a Male Actor in a Drama Series at 2012 Screen Actors Guild Awards. The show itself was nominated for 2 People's Choice Awards. The show's success spawned a short-lived spin-off, Pearson, centered on Jessica Pearson's entry into Chicago politics, which premiered alongside the final season of Suits on July 17, 2019. Suits concluded on September 25, 2019, after 9 seasons and 134 episodes.
Ship? What makes you think that I'm gonna let the whitest man that I have ever seen interview for our firm?
Because I have an appointment. Thanks.
In the first episode of Suits, titled Pilot, the series introduced viewers to the main characters and the office environment of the fictional law firm, Pearson Hartman, later renamed Pearson Specter. Here are some examples of office etiquette that depicted in that episode that we can make it as a positive influence. First, dress code. The characters in the show are typically seen wearing professional attire, adhering to a formal dress code expected in a high-end law firm. This includes suits, formal dresses, and business attire, which is you can see in the scene, like people that want to interview into the law firm, they wear professional attires along the scene. Second is respect to the superiors, which is the episode established a clear hierarchy within the firm. Employees, particularly the associate, show respect to their superior, addressing them by their last name. For example, Harvey and Jessica. This is an expectation to follow instruction and work diligently. Third, time management. The characters in the show are portrayed as efficient and committed to their works. They prioritize punctuality and meeting deadlines. For example, Harvey Specter emphasized the importance of timelines when he required Smart Rose as his associate.
How the hell did you know they were the police?
I read this novel in elementary school. Cops are staking out a hotel. One of them dresses as a bellhop, the other is a man in a suit. and it was the exact same thing.
You read a novel in elementary school.
What? I like to read.
In Season 1, Episode 1 of the TV series Suits, there is a notable interview scene that can be seen as a good influence. In this scene, Mike Rose, a brilliant but non-licensed lawyer, is interviewed by Harvey Specter, a top attorney at the law firm Pearson Hartman. Here is how this scene can be considered a positive influence. First, emphasis on skills and knowledge. During the interview, Harvey Specter focuses on the assessing Mike's skills and knowledge rather than relying solely on his formal education or credentials. This can be seen as a good influence because it highlights the importance of practical abilities and expertise in a given field. In movie critique, this translates to the valuing the knowledge, understanding, and analysis of a films over formal education or credentials in the subject. Second, ability to think on one's feet. Throughout the interview, Mike demonstrates his quick thinking and ability to respond challenging questions and situations. This aspect can be seen as a positive influence in movie critique because it emphasizes the importance of being able to articulate one's thoughts and opinions effectively, even in the face of unexpected or critical questioning. 3. Passion and authenticity. Despite not having a law degree, Mike's genuine passion for the law and his ability to showcase his knowledge and enthusiasm during the interview leave a strong impression on Harvey. This can be seen as a good influence in movie critique as well, as it encourages individuals to approach their analysis with genuine passion and authenticity. It is important to express one's true opinions and engage with films on a personal level rather than merely conforming to popular opinions or trends. While this interview scene in Suits can provide some inspiration for certain qualities desirable in movie critique, it is important to note that the show primarily revolves around the legal profession and not film criticism. Therefore, it's advisable to explore professional film critics analysis platforms and dedicated film criticism resources for a more comprehensive understanding of movie critique.
Actually, it does.
This is a partners-only meeting.
So have Tanner sue me. But in the meantime, I think the rest of the partners are going to want to see this. It's a signed affidavit from Lawrence Kemp stating that he told Daniel Hardman about the defects in the CM hood 6 years ago. May 7th was the date of that meeting, per your calendar, to be exact.
You just denied knowing anything about that, unequivocally. I guess you were just lying to cover up the fact that you were behind this entire suit in the first place.
Is that the basis of this? A coerced lie from a man trying to say, my lawyer made me do it. No way that holds up in court.
Doesn't have to. Just has to make these Harvard-educated lawyers understand
That you made each and every one of them spend $100,000 of their own money to buy you control of my firm.
I think we've heard all we needed to hear. Harvey has admitted to violating the drug policy. All those in favor of his dismissal?
Looks like you lost. I'm glad you brought up the bylaws. Fraudulently suing your own firm is grounds for firing.
You have no proof of that?
All those in favor of Daniel Hardman's dismissal.
In the scene from Suits Season 2, Episode 10, where Daniel Hardman is finally ousted, there are several instances of good influence and office etiquette. Here are few examples. First, active listening. Throughout the scene, the characters actively listen to each other, paying attention to what the other person is saying. For example, Harvey attentively listened to Jessica's advice, demonstrating respect for her insight and expertise. This act of active listening fostered effective communication and understanding among team members. Second, collaboration. The characters including Harvey, Jessica, Mike Rose and others collaborate closely to build a strong case against Daniel Hartman. They share information, brainstorm ideas, and work together as a cohesive unit. For instance, Mike provides critical evidence that strengthens their case, and Harvey appreciates and acknowledges Mike's contribution. This collaboration showcases the importance of teamwork and leveraging each team member's strengths for a common goal. Third, professional conduct. The characters maintain professionalism even in challenging situations. They refrain from personal attacks or resorting to disrespectful behavior. For example, when Harvey confronts Hartman, he avoids directly insulting or belittling him, instead focusing on highlighting the unethical conduct and the consequences it has had on the firm. This amplifies the importance of maintaining professional conduct even when faced with adversarial situations. And last but not least, respecting boundaries. The character demonstrates respect for each other's boundaries. They recognize and accept the expertise and authority of their colleagues. For instance, Harvey defers to Jessica's judgment and relies on her guidance throughout the process, acknowledging her role as a managing partner. This respect for boundaries fosters a positive and collaborative work environment.
Settling into our new digs today. All right, later, Broseph Stalin.
Excuse me. Hi, I couldn't help but overhear. It must be some mistake. We're leasing space to the satellite division of the Stevens Investment Group.
That's me, pal, Stu Bazzini. I run the satellite division.
Well, that wasn't made clear to me when I met your boss.
Old Man River? He's not going to drag his ass in here every day. He's got one foot in the grave.
Well, then did he share with you the lease agreement because it clearly outlined the dress code?
You think I wear this to work? What, am I an asshole? Next time you see me, I'll be in a suit 3 times more expensive than yours.
This is a Brioni.
It's a Brichetti, as far as...
Stephanie, I asked you to come to my office. That was over an hour ago.
I was working on the Sanderson brief. I was about to come down.
Well, I need to talk to you now, because you told me that you wouldn't hand this off, and you did.
No, I told you that I wouldn't hand it off to Jason, and I didn't.
I'm sorry, are you trying to get out of this on a technicality? I'm your supervisor, not opposing counsel.
Rachel, I tried to be nice about this, but I'm a 4th-year associate, and I'm not wasting my time on something a first year could handle. Now, if you don't mind, I would like to get back to work.
Actually, I do mind. Excuse me, Stephanie, I'm speaking to you. It doesn't matter what year you are. I'm head of the associates. If I give you an assignment, you do it.
And when you give me one that's worth my time, I will.
What's going on here? Donna, I'm handling it.
What's going on is that I'm a grown woman, and I don't need to be told what to do by someone with less experience as a lawyer than me.
Then you're really gonna hate being told what to do by someone with no experience as a lawyer.
Donna.
Excuse me?
I said, you're here, and I'm here. So unless you want to deal with me, you'll listen when Rachel tells you something.
Harvey, we need to talk because our relationship needs tending.
Our what? Needs what?
You heard me. We're in a relationship and it's not working.
Then break up with me and go out with somebody else because I'm busy.
Harvey, I am serious. We're partners. We need to work on our relationship and we need help doing it.
Lewis, what exactly are you getting at?
Dr. Lifshitz.
Your therapist?
Yeah, and he agreed to...
No.
But...
Lewis, there's no way I'm going to a session with your therapist.
Actually, it'd be for the both of us.
Are you fucking kidding me? That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Well, he thinks it's a good idea.
Which just goes to show that he's an idiot. And so are you.
Don't turn this on me and don't talk about him that way.
What's going on here?
Harvey won't go to couples counseling with me.
So, for my last scenes, Season 8, Episode 6, titled Cat Ballet, Harvey Specter, Lewis is trying to improve his relations with Harvey by suggesting him to go to see a therapist together. This shows a very positive behavior about Lewis. This shows that Lewis is not just a good co-name partner, but he is also a good friend. Improving our relations with our colleagues is very important because it can help us to work better together in the futures. And not only that, it shows a positive behavior. Seeing a therapist is a good way to deal with your overwhelming emotions. When our feelings are overwhelmed, it could lead to we lashing out to our colleagues, just like what Harvey did to Lewis. And here's Lewis trying to be the bigger person by suggesting them to go to therapy.
First of all, Gerald, if you think anyone's going to touch this deal after your bad faith, you're mistaken. Second, the way our agreement works is the minute Cooper signed the deal which gave you everything you wanted, our fee was due and payable, which is why at 7:30 I received confirmation of a wire transfer from escrow indicating payment in full. So I'd say the ball's in your court, but the truth is your balls are in my fist. Now, I apologize if that image is too pansy for you, but I'm comfortable enough with my manhood to put it out there. Now get your ass in there and close the goddamn deal.
You let him talk to me like this?
Harvey speaks for the firm.
Alright, my very first critical incident in the workplace from the series Suits is from season 1, episode 1. So I'm talking about the negotiation part. So Harvey, Jessica and Gerard, they were having a negotiation because Gerard asked them to manipulate the agreement, and Harvey didn't really like it. So what he do is he countered the argument with a solid argument, and that makes Gerald started. And Gerald was saying to Jessica if Harvey is doing a good thing, no mocking the client, and Jessica said that Harvey represents their firm, so what he said they will take it into account. So just like that, Gerard was sent back to his place. So a positive thing that we can take from this scene is that Harvey displays a really good confidence in bluffing, because the document that he showed to Gerald was actually an emergency notice drill. And for the negative thing that we should avoid from this scene is that we should never ever use a fake document in any types of negotiation.
Hi, I'm Rachel Zane. I'll be giving you your orientation.
Wow, you're pretty.
Good. You've hit on me. We can get it out of the way that I am not interested.
No, I'm sorry. I wasn't hitting on you.
Trust me. I've given dozens of these, and without fail, whatever new hotshot it is thinks that because I'm just a paralegal, that I will somehow be blown away by his dazzling degree. Let me assure you, I won't.
I was.
Mm-hmm.
I was hitting on you.
You were. Take notes. I'm not going to repeat myself.
I love you.
Okay, for my second critical incident in the workplace is from season 1, episode 1. I'll talk about the small talk. So it was Mike Ross' first day at work, and he was greeted by a paralegal named Rachel Zane. Rachel was being nice to him because he's new there, and out of nowhere suddenly Mike just praises her that she's a beauty, and Rachel were really she's trying to explain to him that she's been hit by a lot of other lawyers, and she's not she doesn't care about it, and that's how they have a small talk for in the workplace. So a positive thing that we can take from this video is that Rachel was very friendly with a new co-workers. And for the negative things from this scene is that as a new worker there, you should never just get in there and just flirt all the way.
I miss you too, Louis.
And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying Gretchen's not great.
Who would?
It's just, I'm just saying she's not you.
Who is?
Nobody.
Is this the kind of thing you're looking for?
And for my third critical incident in the workplace is from season 6, episode 5, where the critical incident is about compliments. So Louis, he had asked for help from Donna, and when he asked it, he was a bit bossy, a bit pushy, and Donna didn't like it. So Donna was upset, and in the video, Louis had come and confronts Donna, and he praises her for being the one and only. Yeah, and that have lightened up Donna's mood, and she just gave Louis what he asked for earlier. The positive thing that we can take from this scene is that Donna was already found the documents and property that she wanted to give to Louis, even though she is mad at him. That shows just how dedicated and kind-hearted she is. And for the negative, we can say that you should never compliment people to gain benefits, like Louis did to Donna.